Hello and welcome to Mock Productions. You're here with me, Matthew, and we are back with more Skylanders Superchargers news. And yes, it's really cool. This one is going to be basically focusing on screenshots and moves from what I have seen so far. I will also be talking about the starter pack as well. So if people who maybe have seen the previous one are thinking, well, where's the starter pack news? You didn't really talk about, anything different with them. Well, there is something different, and basically that concept is that there is going to be that normal starter pack which I showed you before. Obviously, if you haven't seen that, check out the previous news update. It's full of information, a very long update, but full of information, my own feedback, and I really enjoyed that one. I'm going to enjoy this one as well because there's a lot of screenshots and it does show off some extra figures and stuff. So, yes, starter pack. So you can actually get that normal starter pack, which is in the previous update. They are supporting the tablet, they're supporting the Wii, they're supporting 3DS, they are supporting Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Wii U, fantastic Wii U, brilliant. What other ones? That's it. Yes, that's it. But the good thing is that they're doing the almost same thing as they did, I believe, with Skylanders Giants, where I think basically, I'm slightly confused by this, but I sort of understand it. Basically, you can use the other portals. So if you really don't want another portal, I know some people will probably be like, yes, no portal, brilliant. If you don't want another portal, fair enough. You can use the one from Spyro's Adventure and Giants, you can use the one from Swap Force, and you can use the one from Trap Team. I don't know how they've done it, but they have, apparently. I could be slightly wrong there, but I think it is precise. I think you can use the previous one, so I would definitely say that the Trap Team one is compatible. But if you go with anyone previously, so say for example you go with the Swap Force one, you will not be able to put the traps on the portal. So for some people that might be a bit of a bummer, but for others it might be, perfectly fine and you'll just be able to get on with it and carry on. Now I know for myself, I will definitely be getting a whole starter pack. I don't mind about the portal. I love the portals. It just shows a bit of difference between all the different games. But let me know down below, guys, what your thoughts are on that and which one you really want to get the most. I don't think it takes away from the figures. I think you might be able to buy them separately, if anything. But no, really, really awesome that that's definitely been announced about the different starter packs. I got stuff on my armour. Right, so let's move on and go through these screenshots then, because there's a plentiful amount and we'll be able to get through them all. So here we go. So first one is it's Dive Bomber. I don't know who's piloting it. It doesn't really show, but you can see it actually underwater. Really cool little look at the thing in action, under the water. You can see some of the little the obstacles in your way, these little spike things, and the bubbles and all that sort of stuff are pretty cool and add a bit of depth to the actual picture. Another one is this one just up on the surface. So it is a submarine, but it doesn't mean that it can't come up on the surface, which is pretty cool. You can see a torpedo has just been fired off. That's just come out the side. You can see where that has come from. The level itself does look really cool, sort of almost Greek and Roman sort of looking, but it's got some technical cogs and some rocks in the background. I mean, what's Skylanders without floating rocks? But yeah, that looks really cool, in action, and I like how it sort of covers up whoever is inside. Now there's this one. Obviously this is Spitfire. It does look really slightly a bit weird here. The chest area for him looks as if his mouth is open really wide and he's got spiky teeth, but it's not. That's just his sort of skin or suit or whatever you want to call it is just wrapping around him. Obviously I think the main priority in this picture are the carrots in the left. It's amazing to see that carrots are in Skylanders and also a few flowers. But no, I mean, just looking at this, I don't know if anyone else can see this, but this looks very, very definite. It looks very high definition, and you can definitely see quite a lot very easily, which I really like. I really like the look of these screenshots. And they just show so much detail. So fingers crossed that is definitely brought through into the game in real in real life. Because that will be really cool. Next one is this, which is basically, I don't really know who's piloting it. It probably is Spitfire, but obviously you can see here that is Hot Streak. It must be Spitfire because it's got the spiky tyres and all that sort of stuff. You can definitely see the differences in game here. There are a few different enemies there. You can actually see a flying troll in some sort of flying ship. So not only do you... It always happens. Not only do you get vehicles, the enemies now get vehicles. Really cool little tank machine there. I don't really know what's going on there, but it really does look really cool. You can see a little fiery, almost, I don't know, maybe like a whip or some energy beam, which is actually just being transferred into that enemy and is destroying him slowly but surely. That really looks cool. Also, there's this one. You can see the flying vehicles here, and that's sort of another tank. This one looks a little bit red. It is red. Who's piloting that? Oh, that's Stealth. That's Stealth Elf in there. Oh, okay, then fair enough. And that would explain the difference here, where Stealth Elf is piloting it compared to whoever is. Well, I'm guessing this is going to be Spitfire. You can see the spiky tyres and that sort of dotty tail flap thing at the end, and then this one changes again. So interesting how you can see that now. And I like the concept of that. There's just a little look at one of the levels. I don't exactly know what it's called. Can you see any hidden treasures there? I don't think I can. But you can see those clouds very, very nicely used there to hide a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have to play that very smart. Might have to get Jetvac on the case to suck up all of the air and all that and all the clouds just to see if we can see anything a little bit better. Now, I don't think this is a part where you can use the car, but who knows? Or you could probably fly around here, I don't know, maybe. We'll just have to see what happens when we get to it. And there we go, there's Stealth Elf. Stealth Elf likes these vehicles. She's basically just stealing them all. In the Sky Slicer there. I like that name, it looks really cool. And it does sort of suit the sort of dagger look of this jet. But you can see Stealth Elf is actually in here, flying around, having a bit of a party, really going around here. It doesn't show a lot of motion, but it shows the definition of the character actually in the actual vehicle, which is pretty cool. Another one here, you can see some sort of missile thing going after those flying enemies there. Again, really cool how you can see this sort of Roman look here. And here is a screenshot for Stormblade. Obviously she's the bird, but you can see her again in this sort of airy Greek sort of looking level. And it does look really cool. Really liking that suit. It really does define that pinky purple look for the actual bird itself. Really, and it sort of stands out in the background of all that blue. But that's really, really cool. Another one here of her attacking. You can see where I've got this sort of concept of her, that suit or the wings being actually part of her, and you can definitely see that here. She's expanding her arms, and so are the wings. And then with this one, they're sort of down exactly like what her hands are doing. So I think that's basically that sort of concept. It's tied to her wrist. So there is a short shot Stealth Elf. And you'd have a very hard time thinking, is that really Stealth Elf? But it basically is. You can see, obviously, the distinctive eyes, the ears, and the blue hair coming off the back. But it is looking really cool there. I really like that suit. It does make it very lifelike, it's a very life element suit, which is exactly what we need, and exactly what she needs, fantastic sort of counterpart. And I'm loving that cannon. And there you go, you can see the cannon in action there with that sort of laser beam there, but that's sort of just to charge up and then it fires. You can see a little red circle just starting to appear on that actual cannon, but she's holding it. It looks, I don't know, it's like she's gone up to Zook and just stole his cannon and be like, I'll bring it back soon, and she's never gone back. Those enemies look a little bit weird as well. They got massive fists. And what sort of... they look like gremlins or... what are they called? Oh, I can't think what they're called. We've seen them before. There's plenty of them. Why? They just look really cool, especially with a little mohawky... maybe it's a brush. Could be a brush. They just put a brush on their head. This is definitely in the Roman sort of level, but why we're in Rome, I don't know. But we'll find out. Now, this one is interesting. Really liking this one a lot. Jetvac. Oh yes. I'm gonna put my. I'm just gonna pat my head because I think this guy right here is gonna be another one of the Superchargers. The suit, the actual head itself. Is he trying to be Captain America? I really don't know. It looks very Captain America-esque. The actual his gun there is very, very different, but really awesome. It's got the same concept of the little wire sort of going into his back, but it's very different. Almost looks a bit like a Hoover. So it's basically Captain America doing the cleaning. But it does look really cool. And what does actually confirm this is, well, obviously you can see, I really like that. Oh, I really like that gun. That looks really cool. Now, for me, this one, he looks as if he's a bit of a swapper here, and he's swapped with Hoot Loop. But obviously it's not. It's just Captain America standing up and jumping. Oh, please tell me this one's going to be called Captain Jetvac. Oh, that'd be so cool. There he is again using that gun there. But that really is cool. It really does look like a sort of heater or a Hoover. Oh wow, look at all those enemies. They look really cool. They're really different, but very Roman, which I like. They've definitely gone with the concept of the whole level. He looks really cool. He does look really, really cool. And obviously I've got to show you this. It must be his own personal vehicle. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what his name is. I'm guessing it's Jetvac, because that is Jetvac. I would really hope that it is Captain Jetvac, and that the bird thing is called Bird America or something, so you could get that sort of... I don't know, I'm just obsessed with that now. But there we go, you got Captain Jetvac and whatever sort of thing that is, but it looks very eagle-esque, it looks very bird-esque, which I like, and you can definitely see that this is definitely going to be his personal vehicle. The colours match, and so does the actual vehicle look, and I can't wait to actually see this in figure form. There is another one of his little vehicle. You know, he's having a little bit of a party there. I think he's maybe shouting something, but that looks as if you've just finished a level or is smashing up Skylanders a bit because there's rubble going everywhere. And there seems to be like green gem things everywhere. They look really, really cool. But yes, there we go. So some fantastic stuff there. Really, really awesome screenshots. And a fantastic way to finish off what we've learned throughout a very, very short time, to be honest. That is really... Oh, no, it's not actually. I'm sorry, I completely missed out on something. Their attacks. The attacks are rather interesting. Spitfire, what I've seen so far is that he's got a sort of quick dash, where he sort of like... how can I say? It's very much like Hoot Loop, where he goes into a hole and comes out in another place, but you can actually see the fire track, and you can see a bit of a super dash. When you run into the enemies, they obviously get damaged. He's also got a punching thing, because he's got those little clawy things. I'm guessing there's other things. He's very snake-like, so maybe something snakes would do. I don't know, maybe he bites and stuff like that. What else? What the heck does that say? Oh, right. Trying to read my own writing. Oh, my gosh. Right. Super Shot Stealth Elf. Basically, the cannon obviously can fire. You can use the cannon and whack the enemy. So it's as if you just grab the cannon as a log and just whack the enemy. And then I saw another one where she sort of sticks the cannon in the ground and she spins around and kicks the enemy. That one's really cool. But to be honest, that is all the moves I've really seen. There's not really been a lot of sort of move-related videos and footage put out. But really interesting, and I really want to hear more about this. I'm hoping that I'll be able to give you another sort of update during this week at some point. Maybe rounding up what we've learned, or maybe there'll be something extra given out, or something that hasn't been revealed yet that, you know, people are sort of hiding in a way. But it is a really cool concept. There are definitely awesome things. I mean, like I've said, please comment down below what you actually think of all of this, because I want to hear what people have got to say about all of these different concepts. Start a bit of a discussion. I don't mind, because I'll join in and we'll get going on a discussion about what we think is going to happen. I would like to see a multiplayer racing. Who knows? although just thinking about that, it just makes so much sense. You could have an underwater, an air, and a on land racing. A lot of people have been saying about multiplayer. A lot of people actually talked about it becoming back on the Wii. That happened, so why not multiplayer? Plus the fact that Vicarious Vision is making this. They made Swap Force, and I think they didn't make the previous one. I don't know which one made the previous one. I think they had a slight roll, but that's about 2 years, and 2 years is quite a long time to sort of make a game in a way. But, you know, we'll see what happens, and hopefully soon enough we'll get to learn a lot more about this game, see a lot more figures, see a lot more characters, and I will let you know ASAP about that. But like I said, guys, obviously you can comment down below, subscribe if you're new and you've just found this video, because obviously there'll be more news updates coming out, and I'll make sure to keep publishing them ASAP. We've got video gameplay of Trap Team still going out, finishing off some of the different we've got the Chaos Mode challenges to finish off, and we've also got Brock's Arena. They're finishing off, and then that's it. We're ready to go with this, and this comes out in September, like I said in the previous one, September 20th for America, and September 25th for the UK and Europe. So pretty early this year, but that is really cool because it's literally about 4 months away. We're in June, and we've got July, August, September. 3 months. 3 months away. Normally it's like about 5. 3 months! You have 3 months to get excited. Get on with it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video on the channel. Oh, I'm just gonna have a sit down, learn all these names now, and I'm gonna come back and be like, yes, Sky Slicer, away! But there we go. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye.